Hey friends, welcome to Chine Coaching. Rob here. In this video, we're going to be talking about the big decisions you guys have to make about when to study in America. Should you guys take your admits for fall 2020 or defer to 2021 or even 2022 with the pandemic and coronavirus? We're going to give you guys the pros and cons and hopefully give you some good factors to make that big decision that's best for you. Grab some chai and join us. Everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. We've got my buddy Drew here, and he's been really helpful at the E-Summit, and we've also made another video about industrial engineering at his alma mater, Duke University. But in this video, we want to really help you guys guide you in your decision when to come to America, big factors. But Drew, go ahead and introduce yourself again, buddy.
My name is Drew Panchal, and I'm from Ahmedabad in Gujarat. And I came to the US after high school, did my undergraduate at New Jersey Institute of Technology, and worked for a few years in medical devices. After that, I did my master's in engineering management, and right now, fast forward to 9 years, I'm working at Northrop Grumman as a defense contractor for the US Air Force and US Army.
I think both of us have gotten so many questions from our friends, especially incoming students, about what to do. The world has changed this year, and even just this last week for international students with all the new government regulations and rules, especially for fall 2020. So I've actually made two really comprehensive videos so far about the changes with the ICE regulations for fall 2020 students. Be sure to check that, especially the updated one, about what that means for you, your visa status, F1 and M1 students. Lots of helpful information in there. But let's specifically talk about fall 20. So students, international students cannot take an online load in fall 20. They have to either take in-person or hybrid classes in America or have to leave the country or stay home and do online classes. What do you think about the fall 2020 admits, and what should they consider about this, Drew?
The Trump administration is still going within conversations about whether to have the students come in from fall 2020. If they're online, that they need to be sent back or not. The decision has not been passed yet. A lot of students, friends are asking me if they should defer it to spring 2021 or fall 2021, and the natural answer that I'm getting is fall 2021 because you need 1 year period of time in order to secure an internship. When it comes to opportunities, I think it's definitely a better idea to defer it to fall 2021 over spring 2021, because when you come, most of the American universities start in fall. That's when the academic year begins, and you have access to the career fairs in fall. There are a lot more companies coming in the career fair in fall semester over spring semester. That is one big reason to come in the fall.
Even if you want to come this fall, which is starting in just a couple months, for the classes, a month or so, the visa offices around the world mostly haven't been open. So even if you're admitted and able to come this fall, it's going to be very difficult, maybe impossible, to get your visa or even get a plane ticket out of your country to get to America, by August or September to start your college here in America. So the question is, should you do the online classes this fall? In my opinion, I think deferring is better. For the price you pay in America, you want to have in-person classes. You don't want to be stuck in your home country taking classes online. It's not the value you're getting. So much of the experience in America is not just the in-person with the class and professors, but everything else you get in your college experience, which I've talked about in other videos, with clubs, organizations, networking, so much experience, on-campus jobs, internships, So it's really valuable and important to get on campus in person for America. So for deferring, you need to do what's best for you. Again, if you can defer, if you have that flexibility, I would recommend it. But if your timeline, as if you've quit your job or your scholarships aren't going to transfer, or other factors that, hey, it's really actually better for you to do this fall, it's not the end of the world. The world's crazy. We got to be flexible. You got to do what you got to do. Starting your first semester online, it's not going to ruin you, especially if you have a 2-year program. Hopefully you can come in the spring and still get 3 more semesters in person. Now, if you have a 1-year program and you have to start online, that would be rough, and I would not recommend that. But 2-year program, first semester online, not going to be the end of the world. Hopefully you can come in the spring. I know that's going to be allowed. Your online semester is going to count towards your eligibility for CPT and OPT, so you don't lose that. They say that you'll easily be able to apply, get your visas, come whenever it opens up and is safe. So again, starting online is not going to ruin it, not going to harm. But if it is flexible, would recommend deferring. So the big question is, which deferral? Should you do spring 21, fall 21, or even people are asking, should they do fall 2022? Drew, what are some of those differences between the fall and spring semester that people should consider for if they defer to next year?
There was a lot of great points that I didn't think of, Rob. Thanks for bringing them up. First, I just wanted to tell students that a lot of students are telling me that they're getting scholarship if they come in fall 2020 over fall 2021. And if you don't want to miss out on the scholarship that you're already getting right now, then I recommend that you take in the online semester if you want to save some money. But the entire college experience, the organizations, clubs, internships, they are definitely very conducive to getting your first job. The career services from your university is really, you can utilize it better to sort of optimize your cover letter and resume if you are having one-on-one sessions with them in person and attending these seminars and workshops that the university offers. If you really want to defer it, then 2021 fall, I think, would be the top choice. The second choice would be spring 2021. And then the third choice would be starting from fall 2020. But 2022 would be kind of far-fetched unless your company's in back home is willing to take you back. I definitely don't want students to freak out. Like you said, it's not the end of the world. If they are starting from fall 2021, this 1 year, they can take it as a gap year to take more. They can take more courses on LinkedIn Learning, Coursera, all of these online learning portals, or they can even ask their previous employer to extend their employment for 1 more year. And I'm sure they'll be very flexible and understanding.
If you're planning to defer or considering it, make sure you have good opportunities to make the most of that time. Mm-hmm. Whether it's to continue to work and get work experience, get an internship, upgrade and take some courses, get some certifications, because you don't want to waste that time just mm-hmm. out of fear because you're deferring. You want to maximize that time and build yourself in that waiting period and make the most of it. And work experience isn't necessary for getting a job in America, but it definitely gives you a huge advantage. So if you can actually get work experience in this deferral period, that's going to set you up really well to be more ahead of the game and have a higher chance of succeeding and getting jobs in America.
And also, I think this 1 year period of time, you can connect if you are going into a more research-based master's versus a project or an industrial work experience-based master's. Then you can connect with your professors, send them an email about the kind of research they're up to, and then sort of build a rapport with your research professors in the meantime. And within CS, IT, management positions, you can do a lot of work online. So that will give you a big edge.
The last big question people ask us, Dhruv, is when is the economy going to get better? When is the virus going to get better? When is it going to be safe for me to come? I have no idea. Dhruv, are you able to tell the future?
No, I have no idea. But even if the economy is not getting better, we can't just sit at home and stare at the ceiling. I think there was this famous quote that the only mistake you'll do in your 20s is inaction. So I think we need to be action-oriented, have a bias for action, and keep taking action towards building our careers by any ways that is possible.
Obviously, the longer you wait, the farther you defer, the higher probability and likelihood things will get better with the economy, with the virus. That's just probability. We can't predict. The last few months, we haven't been able to predict a few days or a week in advance. Everything's changed so much here in America and around the world. Some places are getting better, some places are getting worse. We have a big election coming up this fall, which is going to change stuff too. We can make things better, it can make things worse. We have no idea. But we can't live in fear. We just have to make decisions on facts. So make your decisions on facts. You can't wait forever. Everything is going to take some risk. There's no perfect decision. Again, weigh the pros and cons, figure out what those big priorities are for you, and just make some action and make the best of it. The people that take the risks and move forward in this season are the ones that are going to come out ahead against the people who just sit at home and do nothing and wait in fear. And then those opportunities are going to pass you by. So be safe and be smart, but don't live in fear and make decisions based on facts versus rumors or fear or things we can't control. Any last things you want to add to that, Dhruv?
Yeah, also, I think I was just discussing with a couple of friends yesterday about how this lockdown period is sort of an opportunity, and it's sort of innovating a lot of industries that have conventionally existed the way they've existed. Like, for example, the travel industry needs there's a lot of room for innovation about how they can be a sustainable industry with the social distancing measures. Like, a lot of people can create models about how certain industries that are heavily impacted and will change for good, how they can be innovated so that they can be sustainable with the post-crisis effect. The airline industry, for example. Yeah, so I definitely want people to take this adversity as an opportunity and face it accordingly. The class of 2020 is definitely, and also the incoming class for people going in 2020 is definitely the most resilient, the resilient batch of students. And I think this will give you life skills in the long run, for sure.
Life is not easy. You can't control everything in life, and people that are going to bounce back after this year are going to be tougher and better and stronger than anyone else. So our chai question for this video is, if you're planning to defer, when are you considering to defer? Are you going to come fall 2020? Are you going to defer and come in the spring of 21 or fall of 21, or even wait till 2022? Let us know in the comments for this chai question if you're going to defer or when you're going to defer to, and let's see what different people are doing in the comments. Dhruv, thanks so much. This has been a good, helpful conversation. We hope this is going to help guide you guys as well. Give a thumbs up and like to say thanks to Dhruv. And thanks for all the questions. We know these are the burning questions for you guys. We want to help you out. We don't have the perfect answer, but hopefully some information to better guide you.
Yeah, and thanks for taking this initiative on helping out international students and leveraging your experience in India, these sort of webinars and seminars. So I hope you keep having more of these in the future with other students.
Definitely. Yeah, we're here for you guys. You're not alone. We're here to support you, fight for you guys. And don't forget to subscribe to Chai and Coaching, because we're going to keep putting out helpful content to guide you guys in this pandemic and beyond. Connect with us online on social media. We'll have Dhruv's LinkedIn as well. You guys can ping him with questions. And thanks so much. We'll see you guys next time at Chai and Coaching. Cheers.
Cheers.